The complexion of this whole show changed because of a Lyft ride. Anyways, welcome to the Equinox, man. Siriani, Carl Maglowski, Ming Chen, pushing the buttons. Carl, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Okay, good. I'm doing great. So like I said, we were gonna start off the show on a college football note, but we gotta dive into something that happened not even 2 hours ago. The Baltimore Ravens fired head coach John Harbaugh after 18 seasons. This comes as the Baltimore Ravens missed out on the playoffs for the second time under the Lamar Jackson era. Obviously, after the Tyler Loop missed kick. John was a former Super Bowl champion and has been AFC North champion 6 times in his career. And Eric DeCosta made an announcement a couple hours ago saying that he was going to make this move. And now, if you're looking at the head coaching cycle this year, things have changed dramatically.
100%. I think there had to be a real story about this. I think it's because I think Lamar Jackson, I think him and John Harbaugh, I think the writing was on the wall. I heard the stories could be, I think John Harbaugh, I guess, was tired of how Lamar Jackson wasn't professional in the meetings and stuff,
Right.
teammates and stuff for during the week.
Yep.
And they see him as a franchise quarterback, so they're backing the quarterback instead of their head coach for 18 years.
That's what's crazy to me because Lamar, if you've watched his mannerisms on and off the field, he doesn't seem like the professional type. I mean,
he's overrated, Matt. Lamar
Jackson is. No, I agree with you 100%. But
he's overrated. He's never going to win nothing.
Like Lamar,
it's not his fault. It's not. So I don't want to cut you off. It's not his fault that it's not John Harbaugh's fault that your franchise quarterback has been falling short in the playoffs. But
yeah,
they're going to fire the head coach before get rid of the quarterback.
I agree 100%. And I think what really stands out to me is that John Harbaugh not only coached the Ravens for 18 years, he won a Super Bowl with the Ravens during 18 years. And he made the Ravens-Steelers rivalry what it is today and what it showed on Sunday, which is one of the best rivalries in the NFL. Now, the game obviously showed for that. We'll recap that game in a little bit. But, like, now, if you're John Harbaugh, you're obviously the best coach in the cycle. And it's funny, 45 minutes after John Harbaugh got fired, his agent got 7 calls across the NFL looking to hire John Harbaugh. The Giants.
He's going to be a hot commodity.
100%.
He's owed 3 years he has three remaining years left of his contract, so he can sit back and then if he wants to go do TV next year and then sit a year and then get another better job.
Right.
The Ravens just screwed themselves because now the next coach may be the worst coach that you ever had.
Yeah, that's a good point. And like the TV thing is kind of a weird one because I have seen coaches do that where they sit out the remaining years of their contract after they get fired, so that way another team can claim their rights after they come out of retirement or come out of retirement. Right. I've seen that happen a couple of times. So John Harbaugh could very well do that. I mean, Jim Harbaugh did that after he got fired by the 49ers, and then even though he didn't come back to the NFL, he went to the University of Michigan after he was out of coaching. He still had rights to the 49ers, and the Niners basically just said, no, we don't want you anymore.
So now, how Mike McCarthy could have been interviewing for now the Giants?
Yeah.
He may say, you know what? The Baltimore job is better.
True. And honestly,
but what makes you think he did better with Dallas? He did good with Dallas with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is not Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, if he can't run, he can't throw the ball.
Right.
Yeah. So, I think Baltimore's going to regret this. I think they're going to regret it big time.
Like, this is going to set them back a long time. And think of it, this is only going to be the 4th coach in their team's history. Like, if you look at the history of the Ravens, they've been a successful franchise ever since they came to the NFL in '96. They had Brian Billick, John Harbaugh, and I think they had someone else in '96 who helped them expand, and it didn't really go too well.
Yeah, so they had Ted Marchibroda from
that's what it was.
So they had Ted Marchibroda, the old Indianapolis Colt head coach,
right,
from '96 to '98,
and then Brian Billick came in.
Yep, from '99 till
07,
and then here comes
John Harbaugh,
and then part of the Andy Reid tree, special teams coach.
Yep,
they took a gamble on him, flyer on him, and look what he did for you.
It worked. It worked.
It did.
Amazingly.
Yes,
And
it did.
I can also say this about John Harbaugh to harp on his legacy in Baltimore. No other coach in NFL history has more road playoff wins as a coach than John Harbaugh.
Now here's the thing. Matt. Say he doesn't want. Say if he doesn't like the coach. Say if he doesn't like. Say if he doesn't like the teams that are available for next season, right? Next
Yep.
year. If he wants, he could work with his brother for the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
His brother could give him a job next year to maybe be assistant head coach with.
He could.
He could help Jesse Minter, and he could be assistant head coach to the Chargers.
Very possible. Very possible.
Yep.
Now, the main thing I want to focus on, I mean, if John Harbaugh doesn't get hired by someone, like I think he'll get a job somewhere. He has to. But if we talked about the John Harbaugh aspect of all, what are the Ravens going to do at this point? Because they got rid of arguably one of the best coaches in the NFL, and they're kind of thinking maybe Clint Kubiak. They're thinking maybe Brian Flores. They're thinking. Yeah, they're thinking like the big head coaching candidates. I wouldn't be surprised if Kevin Stefanski even gets hired by the Ravens.
That's not surprising, but I don't know. Do you think you would want to? I think they're going to want to have a splash, a big name.
Of course, yeah.
They're not going to get. No offense, Kirk Cincinnati. He just got his quarterback for next year. He got Josh Hoover.
Mm.
So he already committed. He's coming to Indiana. He's enrolling basically in a couple weeks. So he's got his quarterback for next year. I don't see him leaving to go to the Raiders or to the Ravens when he just got re-upped with all that money.
Right. And Kurt Cincinnati is on the cusp of maybe winning a national championship with Indiana. So I can obviously
don't know where. By the time he's done, they're going to build a statue of him.
Exactly. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
But like it's interesting. Like Baltimore, I didn't think they would do this. Although I will say on my other show, Foursquare Sports, I did say the loser of that Ravens Steelers game is gonna fire their coach. I didn't want to be right, and I was right. I couldn't believe it. Pittsburgh did not deserve to win. I will say that right now. Pittsburgh did not deserve to win that game.
So when I went to sleep on Sunday, I went to sleep. It was 10-10.
Yeah.
So I didn't see the rest of the game. So,
I'll walk you through it.
Go ahead.
Okay, so it was 10-10, and then Lamar Jackson Zay Flowers burned 2 safeties for a touchdown on 2 occasions. Right. Then Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers scored a couple touchdowns. The last touchdown they scored on their last offensive possession with Calvin Austin. Right. They scored a touchdown, and they missed the extra point. So it's 26-24. And then Lamar had a good kickoff return by Keaton Mitchell to get them in good field position, and then a beautiful throw to Isaiah Likely put them in field goal range with like 14 seconds left, I believe. Right. And then they took a knee, called their final timeout, and then Tyler Loop shanked a 44-yard field goal, and that's what called the Ravens.
Well, like I said, it's not his fault because they were saying it yesterday when I was watching First Sports. First things first. Yeah. You're a place kicker. You got to make that kick.
Oh, yeah.
Because say if they told John Harbaugh put the ball in Lamar's hands and he has another turnover like he does in the playoffs, they'll say, why don't you just be safe and take an A and just kick the field goal?
I heard that part, yeah.
So he did the right thing for analytics. The kid just missed the kick.
Yeah, and he shanked it badly. Yeah, he shanked it real badly. But you want to know what's funny? I was talking to Ming before we came on. Ming said he had a feeling that kick was going to be missed, probably because of the extra point in the horrible conditions in Pittsburgh. It was pretty bad weather-wise in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And the Steelers, like I said, they're AFC North champions. They're going to get a home playoff game. They're going to play on Monday night. They're probably going to get smashed by the Texans. But you know what? At least Aaron Rodgers can say his career continues for at least another week.
Now, I was surprised how the Texans played on Sunday.
Yep.
They should have won by more than what they did against the Colts, and they did.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it, but I wouldn't be shocked if in the fourth quarter the Steelers are still in the game.
So you think Pittsburgh's going to hang in there?
I think they will, because now they're getting DK Metcalf back.
Correct.
So if they played good defense and then they just do what they did, I wouldn't be shocked, dude. I wouldn't be shocked. He he had to have a good moment in the last couple of years for to get into the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah,
he had that moment Sunday.
he did. He
So
did.
yeah, so I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if it's a fourth quarter game. I wouldn't be surprised.
Keep in mind, we haven't seen Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs since 2021. 2022, he missed the playoffs with the Packers, and that's what got him. And that's why he left Green Bay. 2023 and 2024, he wasted with the Jets, and now here he is in Pittsburgh, black and gold, in the playoffs.
Now, do you think say it ends Monday night for him? Okay,
Yeah.
say the Steelers lose.
Yeah.
Do you think he comes back for one more year, or does the Steelers want him back for one more year because what they've been doing for the quarterbacks the last couple of years hasn't worked?
Well, see, here's my thing with Pittsburgh. They can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again if it's not working. Like, ever since Ben Roethlisberger retired, you said it, they haven't been developing rookie QBs or young QBs. They've been going with the veteran route. They brought in Russell Wilson, Justin Fields last year, and now they have Aaron Rodgers this year. They need to start fresh. And I know they're probably so worried about Mike Tomlin's winning season streak, and that doesn't matter to me because you need to develop a quarterback the right way. What they did with Kenny Pickett was horrible.
Right. So what I would do is this. I would do this if I was the Steelers. Ask Aaron Rodgers, hey, can you give us one more year? If he says yes, this is it. I'm coming back for one more year, and then I'm done. They should draft a quarterback in the first round.
Right.
Trade up because Will Howard's not the future for them.
You don't believe that?
No, I do not. I do not.
I'm surprised at you.
I don't see Will Howard as their future. No. Basically, I saw Sunday with Tanner McKee, dude.
Oh yeah,
that was horrible. That was horrible. The Lions gave the Eagles a gift, and Siriani didn't care. He didn't want to put nobody in there. He wanted to save everybody, get them rested for this week for the playoffs. They gave you. We're gonna go over that later, but
we'll go over that later. Honestly,
the Lions gave the Eagles a chance. Siriani said, "I don't care. I'm not jeopardizing my guys. I'll rest everybody. I don't care about the 2 seed." You know.
It was a silly thing. We'll get back in the NFL in a little bit. But I want to get into college football now because the college football semifinals are only 2 days away, and the national championship is only 11 days away. No, wait, 10 days away.
11. It's the 19th.
19th, so 13 days away.
13 days away. It'll be a week from Monday.
So 13 days away.
Martin Luther King Day.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Yep.
I had a dream that the college football playoff would be as talented and as amazing as it has been so far. I had a dream today, but sorry about that. We're gonna go over the college football quarterfinals really quickly, and then we're gonna go over our semifinal predictions, and then we're gonna go into our NFL playoff predictions, and that will be how the rest of the show goes. So, for those of you who are unaware, we're gonna start off with the Goodyear Cotton Bowl featuring Ohio State, the defending champions, and the Miami Hurricanes, who were the 10 seed. Miami started off a little slow. They had a fumble early on. Ohio State could not get anything done. Miami did a couple nice plays. Like Carson Beck had steady play. They ran the ball when they needed to. Julian Sand threw a pick six late in the second quarter.
Yep.
And then it took them late in the fourth quarter to get offense going. It was 17-14. And then Miami just ran the ball effectively down.
Yep. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
They scored a touchdown with less than a minute left to put it out of reach.
Yep.
And Miami, who was in a debate with Notre Dame to get in the playoff, is in the college football semifinals.
Yes, they are. They played good.
And I know you're not happy as a Notre Dame fan seeing this, but you got to give the committee credit for actually for making the right call. Because, honest to God, Carl, I don't think Notre Dame would have beaten Ohio State. I don't think they would have beaten Texas A&M.
I think they would have been Texas. I think they would have beaten Texas A&M. I think it would have been a better competitive matchup if I saw that. Regardless, it's done and over with. I think they would have been better. Excuse me. Than Tulane and James Madison, but
Right.
whatever. Next year it doesn't matter because still getting no matter what.
Yeah. If they're like 11-1 record, they'll get in no matter
It
what.
doesn't
Notre
matter.
Dame.
If they're 10-2, if they're finishing the top 12, no matter what, the ranking is still getting in. So
Yeah.
whatever. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it.
Bygones are bygones at this
Yep.
point.
Miami deserved it. Ohio State didn't play. Ohio State played like ass.
They did.
Ryan Day's lucky he won the national championship last year.
Mm.
I think he's good for him. He's basically on cloud nine for maybe a couple more, maybe another year or two. But
Right.
he doesn't win another natty in the next couple of years. His hot seat may get hotter again.
It might. It actually might. But so that was one game. That was one quarterfinal. The next quarterfinal, and our fan here might want to avert the ears because we had the legendary Pasadena Rose Bowl between the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Indiana Hoosiers, the #1 overall seed. And I can tell you right now, Carl,
yeah,
embarrassing.
Yeah. After that, when I saw how it was that game, I was like, man, Notre Dame should have been over Alabama.
Oh, you can make the argument. Notre Dame wouldn't get embarrassed like that.
No.
But like, you want to know what did it for me as to why Alabama was going to lose this game? Maybe don't go for on 4th and 2 from your own 28 early in the second quarter.
No, and they ran a jet sweep, just putting the ball.
They did. They were not creative offensively at all.
No.
And then Fernando Mendoza was going deep ball after deep ball on him, and Indiana was running the ball beautifully.
The thing with Alabama is now, since Nick Saban retired, no one fears Alabama no more. They're not physical enough.
Yeah.
They got it. Offensive line and defensive line was always aggressive.
Yeah.
They ran the ball down your throat and they stopped the run. This is Alabama when when you had Bear Bryant and also when you had
Nick Saban.
No, before Nick Saban, when you had Gene Stallings.
Gene Stallings, yeah, that's a good one.
So when you had Mike Shula, it was just it wasn't. But when Nick Saban came back, his first year 6-6, and then after that in 2008,
they were dominant after that.
Dominant. You knew when you went off the bus, you knew you were beat before you even played Alabama.
Yeah.
No one fears Alabama no more because they're not physical enough.
It's not even just that. It's the fact that Kalen DeBoer does not fit the culture of Tuscaloosa at all. I've said it. He's a West Coast guy, and you're in the Deep South. It doesn't work out. And I've seen a lot of very embarrassing losses under Kalen DeBoer as Alabama head coach, and he's only been there for 2 years.
Well, next year may be his last.
It might. If he doesn't win a national championship, he's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone. So that game, and actually, one last thing I want to mention about that game, it was the worst bowl game loss in Alabama history.
Yes.
And that's amazing to say in the worst way possible because 38-3. And also, Indiana ran the ball for 215 yards. Alabama had 193 yards of total offense.
Right.
It was a shit show to say that. That was one game.
Ty Simpson has to come back for his senior year next year. He's got to come back.
Who, Ty Simpson?
Yeah, he's not a pro. After that game, no. He's got to come back for one more year. He's got to come back for senior year.
You think he gets one more year of development?
No, he has to. He can come back for one more year. He's eligible. He needs to come back.
Oh, he's eligible for one more year.
Yeah. Is that Sammy over there?
Yeah, Sammy's reminiscing in what happened on Thursday.
I bet she was pissed.
She was pissed. Actually, Sammy, get over here. Harp on it. We're free.
Well, I know you guys enjoyed the dinner, but that game on Thursday, I was shocked.
Okay. Yeah, it was embarrassing. We were literally at Baseline Social. It was a terrible event. Actually, Sammy, get the mic in front of you. There you go. Harp on it. How do you feel, Sammy?
Embarrassed to be an Alabama fan and an alumni. It was torture. It was just torture. And I don't think Kalen DeBoer should be the coach anymore. I don't like him. I don't think he's done well. I gave him a second chance this year, and I was like, okay. He was doing good. And then after the SEC championship game and now this game, He's got to go.
Now, did you guys turn the game off? Now, when you were at halftime, you said, you know what, I'm done. That's it.
We tried to give the second half a chance.
Yeah.
Right.
He tried, and then Fernando Mendoza was just making play after play. And then Tyson. Actually, it was over as soon as Ty Simpson was benched for Austin Mack.
Oh,
Yeah, because when he got hit, he made that scramble for the first down, and he got hit in the back. I know that he broke his ribs.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw that.
He broke his ribs, and he already had an injured elbow to begin with. So he was done.
Yeah.
He came to Benjamin. Then Austin Mack comes in and is like, okay, this is done. And you should have been there at a Baseline Social, Carl. The place was dead silent. Dead silent.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure there were a lot of people in there who were betting Alabama that were shocked.
I mean, I thought they could pull it off, honestly. At first, I was like, all right, no, Indiana's going to win. And then I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe they could pull this off. Maybe they could turn things around in the second half and catch back up and pull it off like they did in the Oklahoma game. And then you start watching the second half, and it's just like, no, what is happening?
So I got breaking news for you guys.
What?
So Trinidad Chambliss.
Yep.
He got eligibility. He's coming back to Ole Miss for his.
Yeah, so Trinidad Chambliss is coming back to Ole Miss, so he will not declare for the NFL draft.
Nope. So now I think Ole Miss is going to beat Miami, dude. What he did against Georgia, dude, he's good.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wanted to actually get into the Sugar Bowl actually just now, so the timing is absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Georgia was up 21-12 at the halftime against Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Then Ole Miss went blow for blow with Georgia late in the game, and then Georgia tied it at 34.
Yeah.
And there was a beautiful 40-yard pass by Trinidad Chambliss to put Ole Miss in field goal range. Their kicker drilled it from 47 yards out.
Yeah.
And then with 5 to go, I guess Ole Miss recorded like a safety, and I guess like the celebrations had to be held for like 1 second.
Yeah.
It was something silly. But Ole Miss got done. They're in the CFP semifinals. They're playing Miami. And this should be a good one. Now, Miami is the betting favorites. They're a 3-point favorite going into this. Yeah, they're a betting favorite.
I think Ole Miss is going to get them.
I hope so. I hope they take it all the way, honestly.
And what's funny, Carl, I was saying this on Foursquare. The only if you told me that Indiana, Ole Miss, Oregon, and Miami were the final four in this year's college football playoff, I would have said you're absolutely crazy. And none of these four, or well, one of the four, has national championship experience. Only one.
Oregon.
Miami. Because back in the CFP, back in the FBS days, before the CFP came into existence, Miami won national championships in the 80s under Jimmy Johnson, and they also won with Dennis Erickson in the 90s. And then they also won in 2001 when they were really, really good. And then they've been quiet ever since.
Yeah, but the last two times Oregon was in the championship game, they lost to Auburn.
Yeah.
In 2010 with 22-19.
Right.
And then in the first CFP, Ohio State beat them, by 17 points?
By 17. It wasn't even close.
Yeah. So, but they were in a championship game, you know what I'm saying?
But they've never won.
They never won, but they've been in the championship game the last couple times they were there. So,
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
I think Indiana might do it, dude. Indiana's good. You know?
Honestly, if we got an Ole Miss Indiana college football championship, I wouldn't be mad at that at all.
Now, I think with what I knew Oregon was going to beat Texas Tech.
You were right. You called it.
Baron Morton had all those turnovers. They were horrible.
Texas Tech should hang their heads in shame because that was one of their worst games of the season by a country mile. Yeah. Their defense for what it's worth did an okay job. Oregon's a fast-paced offense.
Right.
That can score a lot of points. So holding them to 23 is fine, but their offense, my God.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Not good.
I have a feeling that the game on Friday between Oregon and Indiana, maybe like say how it was in Eugene, it might be maybe a 3 or 4 point game. It'll be better than the Rose Bowl. I'll tell you that.
So yeah, I mentioned the Rose Bowl once again, but I'm gonna say this: these two teams actually played each other earlier in the year in what was a close game, and Indiana came out on top.
Yep, by 10, 30 or 20.
Yeah, 30-20. It was a close one though, so fairly close. But
yes,
I think that Indiana could pull this off. And then Miami Ole Miss, that should be a fun one. So we're going to go over what our CFP national championship is going to be, and also our CFP winner overall is, because
Right.
next time we do the show will probably be after the college football championship. I believe
It will be. It will be. Yes.
it will be. So I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Miami, Ole Miss. I'm going to say Miami. And Indiana, Oregon. I'm going to say Indiana. And I think between those two, I think Indiana wins the whole thing.
All right. I'm going with the Running Rebels. I'm going with the Rebels over the U.
Okay.
I just think they can't stop Trinidad Chambliss.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's better than Julian Sane.
He is.
He can run. He can throw. And Kevon Lacey, the running back.
Yeah.
I'm just loving it that Ole Miss is shoving it down Lane Kiffin. He's eating a lot of
Right.
crow.
That's right.
He's eating a lot of crow.
He is. Although I will say Lane Kiffin did the right thing and congratulated Ole Miss after they beat Georgia. I will give him that.
And then do you imagine if they win this thing? You know what?
Oh my God, Lane
I
Kiffin.
actually look for spite. I want Ole Miss to win this whole thing. Do you imagine if they win the whole thing and Lane Kiffin's got to go there? Yep. You imagine that?
Oh my God, that'd be so
If they're
bad.
going there, they've got to play at Ole Miss next year, LSU.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that'd be great if Ole Miss wins a natty, and then, man, they won a natty, and you thought they can't win, and they just won without you.
And I guarantee you, if that happens, Lane Kiffin will come out, and that whole Oxford, Mississippi crowd will be chanting, "You fucked up. You fucked up."
Yeah, and I guarantee you that game will probably be a Saturday night ABC. ABC on the SEC. On
Absolutely.
ABC.
Either one. It's gonna be a highly anticipated game.
Yep.
All right, so you have Ole Miss over Miami, and then what about Indiana, Oregon?
See, I like Oregon's defense, what they did against Texas Tech.
Right.
But their offense didn't do too good.
No.
Against the Red Raiders. I'm gonna go with IU.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna go with IU.
Hell yeah. And who comes out between Indiana and Ole Miss? Tough one.
I think it might be IU, but I really want just to them
You
to
want
win.
to see Ole Miss do it.
Yeah.
You want to see Ole Miss do it. I don't blame you one bit.
Indiana.
If it's Indiana or Ole Miss, I wouldn't mind either one of those two. I wouldn't mind. All right, Sammy, you're up.
I'm going to go and agree with Carl. I think Ole Miss wins, and I think Indiana wins. I think it's Ole Miss, Indiana in the championship. And I would love for Ole Miss to pull it off, and I would love to see them win SEC,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think Indiana might take it all.
Indiana just seems like a team of destiny.
They are. I wouldn't be mad, like you said. Either way, I wouldn't be mad. Whoever wants Indiana or Ole Miss, I would really like to see Ole Miss take it all the way. But I don't know. More towards Indiana.
Going to the school in the SEC and being a fan of all these years and all that. Have you? Because they talked about this earlier in the week. Do you think the power has shifted from now it's the Big Ten? Because now you have the NIL and now
Right. That's a good one. No, I think the SEC has become the conference of champions now.
The Big Ten
against the Big Ten, yeah, I believe it. Because
before the SEC used to get everybody.
Yeah.
Now, if they don't want to sit on the bench, they could go somewhere else and transfer, and they could get the money, $2 million, $3 million for the NIL, and now that's why you have Indiana, Oregon, Texas Tech. So more teams in the SEC. Yeah, you have your team. So if Ole Miss gets bounced this week, it'll be like the third year in a row no SEC has won the national championship.
Yeah.
Right, third year in a row.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because it was Michigan and then Ohio State and then
The last team to do it was Georgia when they went back to back.
Yeah, Georgia.
And they beat the shit out of TCU in that championship.
The second one. Because the first one,
I don't even know how
they
that
beat
happened.
Alabama.
Yep, I remember that one.
I don't like to talk about that one.
Of course you don't. But all right, we're gonna get into NFL now because actually, first up, before we even get into the NFL playoff bracket challenge, I got something I want to say.
Go ahead.
New York Giants Call me. Seriously, call me because I've gone to 9 Giant games in my lifetime and they've won every single one. 9-0, and I can name every single one too. Jets in 2011, Commanders in 2012, Saints in 2012, Ravens in 2016, Lions in 2016, Eagles in 2021, Bears in 2022, Commanders in 2023, and then this past week, 2025 against Dallas.
Now I'll give you the first half. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, they were going for a touchdown, and to make it 17-9, they missed it, the 4th and goal, and then they went back down, and then they scored a touchdown before the half. I saw where Jackson Dart did a no-look pass, and then he called it, and he ran into the end zone with that bad tackle.
Oh, Daniel Bellinger touchdown, yeah.
Yeah, but bad tackling by the Cowboys, which got Matt Eberflus fired. He's gone.
Yep, it's absolutely crazy. And then they benched Dak in the second half.
Yeah, and you got Joe Milton. So when he did that, I was like, "Come on, dude."
That's what I was kind of thinking. I was like, "What are they doing?"
Yeah. So when you knew they put Joe Milton in, you know you're going to get the win now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like one of those things where it's like, why would they do that? But hey, listen, I'm not complaining. And also, I want to say one thing: I could really care less if we fall from 2 to 5. After that, you want to know why? Because the Giants have a good foundation for next year anyway. Do we need some help? Yeah, a little bit.
Right.
But the talent and the potential is there. If anything, the Jets would love the fact that they had the 2nd overall pick, especially because they went an entire season without recording an interception.
Yeah, that's horrible.
I've never seen anything like that before in my life.
So I'm shocked that the Giants are still keeping Joe Shane.
Yeah, well, apparently now there are rumors that the Giants might do away with him because apparently no head coach wants to work with him.
Okay.
So that things might change there. It really depends on how the head coaching search goes. But if Joe Shane's a pain in the ass, they might change the GM's spot now. But that remains to be seen. But it's crazy how both New York teams, one seems like they're trending in the upward direction, and then one's just a bottomless pit. And I'm shocked that Aaron Glenn didn't get canned, although I will say one thing. If Aaron Glenn got fired,
right,
no one would have wanted that job. Nobody would have wanted that job.
I think that he'll have one more year.
Right.
And then after that,
if things don't change.
If they go 3-14 again next year, he's gone.
Yeah, agreed. But like, think of it. You're a former defensive back in the NFL. You have a really good defensive backs coach, and you don't snare an interception all season long.
No.
It's like, how does that happen?
They have no quarterback, dude. That's the thing. They have no quarterback.
Well, also Justin Fields didn't work. And like the last 5 weeks, they started Brady Cook as their QB.
No. Brady Cook. No. He's a backup. Brady Cook. Brady Cook from Missouri.
Yep.
Go Mizzou.
I remember him from when he played in Missouri. But I know Sammy's laughing at the Jets, but it is kind of laughable. Like, people are laughing at them. Like, it's actually kind of embarrassing.
You know, it's. I feel sorry for your dad, dude. Yeah, he's got the Steelers. He's got the Steelers, but then he also now. Who was his first love? His first
love was the Jets. He literally wants to ship to a Steelers fan from time to time just to avoid his midlife crisis.
All right, so he just pushed them aside. Now he's gonna say Steelers.
Yeah, he's just gonna sport the gold and black. It's actually it's quite funny, but I really shouldn't be laughing. It's actually,
I'm like spoiled, dude, because I'm used. So since the Eagles won 2 Super Bowls in the last 8 years,
yeah. If
they don't win more than 12 games, like I'm pissed. Yeah, I'm happy that they're playing Sunday in the playoffs, but they're 11-6. It was like, come on, they should be better than that, you know.
Hey, listen, I'm a Giants fan. We haven't been good in a long time, but at least I can say we have 4 Lombardi trophies, and that I didn't join the crosstown team.
You know.
Did I tell you the story about how my dad tried to make me a Jets fan when I was little?
Go ahead. We got time. Go ahead.
So my dad took me to a Jets game when they were playing the Giants, ironically. That was the first Giants game I went to. It was Christmas Eve of 2011. It was the game where Victor Cruz caught a 99-yard touchdown pass.
Okay.
And that was the beginning of the end for Mark Sanchez. It was like literally like after that game, Mark Sanchez fell apart. Right. And then the next year, Mark Sanchez committed the butt fumble. And then that was like everything just kind of eroded. And I've hardly gone to Jet games ever since. Although I will say this, I'm blessed for that Giant streak. You want to know why? Because I've been to Ranger losses. I've been to Yankee losses. I've been to Brooklyn Nets losses. I've been to Knicks losses. I'm not even a Knicks fan, but I've gone to Knicks games every now and then.
Okay.
The Giants 9-0. Like there are people who tell me 9-0 at Giants games is actually pretty amazing, and it is. Think of it. Like you go to every Giants game I've gone to is a win. Like that hardly ever happens.
How was this? How are your seats?
We were in the nosebleeds.
Oops. Who cares?
We were in the nosebleeds in 29-degree weather. It didn't matter. They won. It didn't matter.
You guys tailgate. You guys drink. Were you warm enough? Do you guys drink?
Oh, so you want to know something? So we went to that game.
Right.
Apparently they were short-staffed because the guy was like, oh, we were expecting like 50,000 attendance in an 80,000 seat stadium.
Right.
So they like half of their workers were laid off for the rest of the year because they weren't expecting a big attendance, and it wasn't a big attendance.
Right.
Mm-mm.
It was a very nearly empty crowd, and then after the Giants made it 31-14, then it really emptied out.
Oh, completely empty now.
So it is what it was. But the fact that 9-0, and actually someone's telling me go to a game next year to try and make it 10-0. I feel like you have to make it 10-0.
You should.
Yeah.
Okay, so once the schedule release comes out, we'll figure something out, and that won't be for another 4 months. No, but so the schedule release won't come out, like the actual scheduling of when the games will be scheduled. Like their opponents are confirmed, but not the dates. The dates aren't confirmed. That won't be for another 4 months, so we got time for that. Now we do have to get into the NFL playoffs because that is finally set in stone. As Ming will put up the playoff bracket, and I'm actually really excited. Half the teams, or more than half the teams, that are in this playoff should not even be in this position.
Crazy.
Right. So before we do the playoff for the NFL playoffs, Matt.
Yeah.
I want to ask Ming a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, Mr.
Carl.
How do you like your new head football coach, Mr. Winningham?
Oh, I like it. I like. We'll see how this pans out.
Well, I tell you one thing, he won't be doing stupid stuff like Sharon Moore.
Right? No, he won't. He won't. Hopefully, no scandals. Hopefully, no scandals
with him. I guarantee.
No stabbing. No
breaking and entering.
No infidelity. Let's just. You know what? It doesn't matter. Beat Ohio State. We're all good.
If he wins 10 games with that brand, he's gonna improve that program. You're gonna be happy with him.
Yeah. He's got pedigree. He's got a good track record.
Yeah. And he's a person that wouldn't cheat on his wife and 3 kids.
And your quarterback is coming back this season coming up.
Yes. But
just confirmed he's coming back.
Ohio State, that's all I care about. That's all I ever care about.
It's a process. But anyway, now let's get back into the NFL playoffs. So if we go over here, you'll see the AFC side, numbers 1 through 7. Denver, New England. 3 is Jacksonville. Then we got the Steelers, the Texans, the Bills, and the Jaguars. Yeah. Or no, the Bills and the Chargers, excuse me. That's 1 through 7 on the AFC side. On the NFC side, Seattle. Where are you at, Sammy D? Is number 1.
Number 1 seed, yep.
The Bears are 2. The Eagles are 3. That's a discussion that Carl might not want to talk about. The Panthers are 4. The Rams are 5. 6 are the Packers, and then 7 is the Packers, and then 6 is the Niners. I said it reversed for obvious reasons.
All right, Matt, we got some breaking news here.
What?
The Rangers just put Igor Shesterkin on the IR.
Shesterkin's on the IR?
Yes, sir.
Boo-hoo. I feel bad.
Ming's laughing because he's a Devils fan.
Go Devils.
I'm laughing because it's funny. I like the Flyers.
I know, and the Rangers are terrible from time to time.
Hey, at least they won to beat Florida in the outdoor game.
That means nothing.
You know?
That means absolutely nothing.
How?
Because it's an outdoor game. It's a regular season game. We won the President's Trophy a couple years ago, and we should have won the Stanley Cup.
Hey.
An outdoor game. Outdoor game? Your mom's outdoors. Outdoor game, your mom. All right. Now let's get to the NFL playoffs.
All right.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick the bracket our way. Now, remember, there is reseeding. So after the wild card round, the lowest seed will play the number 1 seed. The lowest seed remaining will play the number 1 seed. So if the event that the Packers upset the Bears, they're automatically going to Seattle.
Yes.
So that's an example. And then the two other seeds will play each other in the divisional round. So what we're going to do, and this is kind of going to be unique, we're going to pick the games, we're going to pick the margins, and then we're going to pick our champions. So I'll go first as an example. We're going to start off on the AFC side of things. So I'm going to start off with I guess we're going to start off with the Bills and Jaguars. That's really going to be a competitive game here. Buffalo was favored at one point in this. I think they still are. Tough one, but I'm going to say the Jacksonville Jaguars pulled off. I think they win by 1.
Okay.
And then the Chargers and the Patriots, I think this is going to be closer than what most people think it will be. I know New England has had a very easy schedule, but the Chargers haven't had a lot of postseason success under Justin Herbert and Jim Harbaugh. Right. So I think, but still, these are two teams that have their flaws. But in the end, I think New England wins. I'm going to say they win by 10. Texans and Steelers, I'm going to be generous here. I'm going to say the Texans win by 17. It's gonna be a whopping. It's gonna be a whopping. So then in that scenario, the lowest seed left would be the Houston Texans. So they would travel to Denver because they're the 5 seed, and then 2 and 3 would face off. That'd be the Patriots and Jaguars. Patriots and Jaguars. I'm gonna say Jacksonville comes out on top. I'm gonna say they win by 4. And then the Broncos, the Texans are on a real hot streak right now. They're hot. But I'm gonna say the streak ends here. I'm gonna say the Denver Broncos win. I'm gonna say they win by 6. And then the AFC Championship game, Denver and Jacksonville. Jacksonville knocked off Denver in the past in Mile High, but I think Bo Nix won't be denied. I'm going to say the Broncos win by 10. So the Broncos are my AFC champions.
Okay.
And then on the NFC side, we're going to start off with the Bears and the Packers. The Packers are banged up. The Bears are coming off a brutal loss to the Lions. And Caleb Williams did not get the 4,000-yard mark, so that kind of sucks. I'm going to say the Bears win. I'm going to say they win by 9. Then we got the Rams and the Panthers. Last time these two teams played, the Panthers pulled off a big upset. Do I think lightning will strike twice? It really depends on if Devontae Adams is going to play, and I think he will. And I hate to say it, but I think the Rams probably win this. I think they'll probably win by 14. And then the Eagles and 49ers, and I hate to do this to 49er fans. I hate to do this because I hate the Eagles, but I'm going to say at home in Philadelphia, the Niners are banged up as well. I'll say the Eagles win by 8. It'll be closer than most people think, but the Niners are going to be shorthanded. So then in that scenario, again, 1-5, 2-3. So then I would have the Seahawks and Rams playing each other, a division matchup. Sam Darnold usually sucks in primetime games, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to say the Seahawks win by 3 over the Rams. And then Bears and Eagles, a tough one. It's going to be in Chicago, though, not like the last time on Black Friday where this was in Philadelphia. You know what? Screw it. Bears win by 4. So then I would have the Seahawks and the Bears in Seattle. I'm going to say Sam Darnold starts his redemption story this time by beating the Bears by 20 to win the NFC Championship game. So then I would have the Broncos and the Seahawks in the Super Bowl 60 matchup. And in that scenario, I would have the Denver Broncos winning by a score of 24-17. And the Super Bowl MVP is Bo Nix. Is that clear?
That's clear. I hear you.
Okay. I'm going to give Carl the floor now. Remember, we're going to start off conference by conference. So pick a conference you want to start off with. Go with the margins and who wins. And then you can jump to the other conference. And then when we get to the Super Bowl, then you pick outright.
All right. I'm going to go with the AFC.
Okay.
So, let's go. So the first matchup will be, let's see. So the first matchup will be on Sunday at 1 o'clock with the Buffalo Bills going to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the Buffalo Bills.
Ooh. Okay. I'm fine with that.
I'm going with the upset Buffalo Bills. I'll go. What's the spread?
Is it Jacksonville -1? Actually, I got the spread right here. I'll help you out.
Okay.
I will help you out. Give me a second. So the spread for the playoff for that game was Buffalo -1.
Buffalo -1. All right. I can see the Bills winning it 27-23.
So Buffalo by 4.
Yep.
Okay. Next.
All right. Then we have Sunday, 8 p.m. You got the Los Angeles Chargers going to Foxborough
Mm.
and playing the New England Patriots.
Yep.
This is the matchup that the Chargers wanted. That's why they rested their guys to make so Justin Herbert could be healthy for this week.
Yep.
He's not hurt for the playoffs. The Chargers are all banged up. Cross country. It's going to be nice in Northeast this weekend coming up.
It will, yeah.
Sunday night, 8 o'clock. It might be back to normal temperatures. It could be, like, say, low 40s and probably mid 30s.
Yep.
Just for that reason, I'm going to go with Drake May and the New England Patriots.
Okay.
What's the spread on that game?
3.5 New England.
3.5?
Yep.
I can see it. I won't be shocked if it's, say, 27-17 Patriots.
So, again, Patriots by 10.
Patriots by 10.
Okay.
All right. Then we have the other game on Monday night. So the Houston Texans going to Pittsburgh to play the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mm.
The line is
Houston -3.
-3.
Yep.
I'll go. Oh, man, Aaron Rodgers, man. You never know what their defense is. Houston's defense is so good.
They are.
Houston's defense is so good. I don't want to go by him. I won't be shocked if it's a fourth quarter game, but I'm going to go. I'll say Texans by 7.
Okay. Texans by 7. So now you have Broncos and Bills because, again, the lowest seed goes to Denver and Bills are the lowest seed. So Broncos, Bills, and then you have Patriots and Texans.
So we're going to go Bills at Bills at Denver. Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the AFC. He's the only quarterback who has experience besides Trevor Lawrence and Justin Herbert.
Correct.
In the playoffs.
Yep.
So Josh Allen's been there, done that. Bo Nix has not. Against Josh Allen, you can't start slow and then think you're going to come pick it up in the fourth quarter like he has.
Right.
With the number 1 seed on the line, Sunday, they scored 19 points. I did not like that.
No.
I'm going with the upset. I'm going with the Bills outright.
Oh, the Bills. Okay.
I'm going to go with the Bills over the Broncos. And then we got New England and we're going to have New England and
Houston.
I think Houston's defense could give Drake May problems.
I'm
going to go with the Texans.
You're going Texans, okay.
Right.
And now you have Bills and Texans.
The Texans hosted the Bills in the AFC Championship game.
Yes.
In the regular season, they battered Josh Allen bad.
Yep.
That like 8 times. I think the Bills are going to win this.
Okay. So you have the Bills representing the AFC.
I got the Bills coming out of the AFC.
Now the NFC side.
All right, so this is going to be funny. So the last 2 weeks, the Carolina Panthers have been playing horrible. Well, they played horrible against the Seahawks. They lost 27-10.
Right.
Last week, they had a chance to beat the Bucks, but they didn't. They lost by 2, 16-14. They got a gift. Okay. They backed away into the playoffs. Here comes the Los Angeles Rams. They thought they were going to be the 1 seed, and all of a sudden, 2 losses in a row dropped them down to the 5 seed. They weren't playing pretty good in the first half, early in the third quarter against the Cardinals, and then they pulled away late.
Yes.
They got to fly all the way over there to the East Coast, Carolina. Why should the Panthers should even be close? Why should this even be a close game? They played a couple weeks ago. The Rams couldn't even stop them.
Okay.
I'm going with the upset, dude.
You're going with Carolina?
I'm going Panthers.
Wow. And the Panthers are a 10-point underdog.
I think they win by a field goal. Everyone's picking the Rams. They say, "Oh, Carolina stinks. Carolina stinks." They were going score for score against the Rams a couple weeks ago.
They were.
And Stafford had 3 picks.
Yeah.
So why should the Panthers have any chance? But they played them and they're not scared of them.
I'll give you credit on that one.
So I'm going with that. The NFC Saturday night game on not Peacock.
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. You got the dreadful 9-7-1 Green Bay Packers going to Soldier Field to play the 11-6 2-seed Chicago Bears. Okay. A couple weeks ago, no Jordan Love's banged up. Concussion. Here comes Malik Willis. The Bears couldn't do nothing against that defense. Okay. Michael Parsons was already out when he lost to Denver. Okay, with the torn ACL.
Right.
The Packers had the Bears on the ropes.
They did.
If Romeo Doubs doesn't fumble that ball,
right,
the Bears don't win that game in overtime.
Yes.
I think this is a matchup the Bears didn't want to see.
I'm
going
rivalry
with
too.
I'm going with Packers in the upset.
Packers in the upset. Wow.
Yep, going with the Packers. Going with the Packers.
Okay.
Then on Sunday afternoon, 4:30 on Fox, you got the San Francisco 49ers playing all out last week. Playing against Seattle Seahawks. That didn't go well. They got all banged up. They scored 3 points. Brock Purdy got hurt with his hand and all that. Not good. They got to come all the way over here against Philadelphia and play us. And we are favored. I'm going to go with the Eagles.
Okay. I expect
I'm going to go with the Eagles by I'm going to do the Eagles by 10.
Eagles by 10. Okay, so now you have the Packers going to Seattle, and then you have the Niners going to Carolina.
No. We're beating.
Excuse me. You have the Eagles hosting the Panthers, and then you have the Packers going to Seattle.
All right, so in division round, the Seattle's going to beat the Packers.
Okay.
No one's beating that defense.
No.
And then, so the Packers are going to go. So the Packers are going to go to Seattle. Seattle's going to beat the Packers. Carolina's come to us to play the Eagles. We'll beat the Panthers. Okay. They'll beat Seattle and the Eagles in the NFC Championship game.
Yep.
Okay. Their defense and our defense is so good. Oh man.
Tough one.
You know what? I'm gonna pick the Eagles.
Trying to go back to back. So then you have the Bills and the Eagles, the highly anticipated matchup.
So this was supposed to be a Super Bowl last year. I wanted to see Eagles, Bills.
Yeah.
We're gonna get round 2. Hopefully the game's gonna be better than it was a couple weeks ago. 14-12. I'm going with the home. I'm gonna say the Eagles repeat.
Eagles repeat.
Yes.
All right.
Now those picks we're going out of the box. I'll only be shocked if Seattle beats us, but I'm not gonna. Last time we played, I didn't pick the Eagles, but I got it for the playoffs. I have to.
That's fine. That's totally fine. All right, Sammy, your turn.
Okay. So
go by conference if you want to.
Yeah, I'll start AFC. Buffalo versus Jacksonville. I do like Jacksonville, and I think they've been doing great, but I'm going to go with Buffalo.
Okay.
And then the Chargers and the Patriots. I want to say the Chargers. I like the Chargers.
Okay.
Houston and Pittsburgh, the Texans. Sorry, Pittsburgh, but I think the Texans.
Okay, so then you have the Chargers going to Denver now, and that would mean Jacksonville,
No, Buffalo.
Buffalo would go to Houston. That's what that would mean.
I think Denver beats the Chargers.
Okay.
And this is a tough one between the Bills and the
Texans.
I want to say the Bills.
Okay, so you have the Bills coming out of Houston. So now Buffalo would go to Denver in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah. That was a tough one too. I like Buffalo going to the Super Bowl.
Okay, so
there you go. There you go.
So Buffalo represents the AFC. Now on the NFC side of things.
Okay, the Rams and Carolina. I do love me some Bryce Young, but I don't know. I mean, I do like the Rams too, but Matthew Stafford decided to screw me over in the champions in the fantasy champions. So I don't know, but I want to go with the Rams.
Okay, you're going with the Rams
over Carolina.
Packers, Bears,
Green Bay, and Chicago. I want to say the Bears.
Bears, okay, and then Niners and Eagles.
Well, as much as I hate to say this, sorry, Carl, but I hate the Eagles, but I'm gonna go Eagles.
Okay. So then that means you have the Rams going to Seattle, and then you have Philadelphia traveling to Chicago.
Okay. Again, I don't want to say this, but I think the Eagles beat Chicago.
Okay.
And the Seahawks, Rams. That's tough. I think the Seahawks.
Okay, so Seahawks and Eagles. Well, Philadelphia will be coming to Seattle.
I want to go Seahawks again.
Okay, so you have the Bills and the Seahawks in Super Bowl 60.
I feel like that's so not going to happen, but I want to say, I don't know. I want to go. I do like Buffalo, and I like Josh Allen, but I don't know the Seahawks. I'll say Seahawks.
You're on Seattle. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, I'm to be proud of you. All right. I feel like I'm gonna give Mig a little bit of some love.
All right. I'll make this quick. Buffalo over Jacksonville will be a close game. I think time expires. Josh Allen marched them down the field. They kick field goal. They win. Chargers over the Patriots. Like I said, light schedule. And we got to get some upsets in here. Come on. Houston over Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's luck has run out. That's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Rams over Carolina would be a travesty if an under 500 team advances anywhere. They shouldn't even be in the playoffs. Green Bay is awful. Chicago over Green Bay. And Carl will give it Eagles over San Francisco. Back over Denver. Great team, but
You have to take on the Chargers.
What's that?
So you have the Chargers taking on the Broncos, and that would mean that you have Buffalo going to Houston.
Oh yeah, Buffalo over Houston for sure, and Denver over the Chargers, and then we gotta go to Buffalo AFC champions for sure.
And then you have on the NFC side, you have the Rams going to Seattle, and then you have the
Seattle for sure, and Carl, again, I'm going to give it Eagles over Chicago, over the Bears. But Seattle's, I like Sam Darnold, man. I always gave him credit.
Yeah.
Seattle NFC champions. I'm going to give Super Bowl to Buffalo. No, he didn't have to deal with Lamar. Doesn't have to deal with Mahomes.
Doesn't have to deal with Burrow.
Doesn't have to deal with Burrow. This
Yep.
This should
if this
be
isn't their year.
This should be their year. If it's not their year, then they're
They're so this is pretty. I don't want to say easy path, but easier. So, all right.
Okay, so Ming with the quick one. All right, now before we actually go and sign off here, Carl, somebody lost the bowl games challenge and has to do a punishment.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, stupid freaking Arizona State. They fumbled when they had a first down. The game wouldn't have been over.
All right, so Carl, I'm gonna spare you a little bit. I don't know if you said you don't want to do the 911 wings, so I'll give you something spicy that you're gonna have to eat on the air, but it's not gonna be the 911 wings. I just gotta figure that out. Sam will probably help me come up with something. But that's your punishment before we do the show on Saturday at 107.7 The Bronx. Anyway, this has been an awesome show. We had to come in hot with the breaking news, and we'll be back next week. And you catch us on 107.7 The Bronx this Saturday with myself, Carl, and also Gavin Hawks, Sammy Myers, Ming Chen pushing the buttons. This has been the Equinox, and as Spindle Script always says, old people are the greatest. They're full of wisdom and experience. Take care, everybody. Have a good night.